Remission are not words I thought I'd ever hear when it came to my pulmonary hypertension. The only time I've ever heard of the words remission is cancer diagnoses and cancer remission. And let's be clear, remission does not mean cured. Remission means you're not showing signs of the disease, okay? And these are just words that are being played around by the scientists that currently are studying it and the doctors that are currently studying pulmonary hypertension. It is not confirmed, it is not final, but it is definitely something they're kicking around, and they're kicking around with me. That's the news I got yesterday when I went to my pulmonary hypertension doctor. I had my 4 regular appointments. I had an echocardiogram. I had my 6-minute walk test. I had my pulmonary function test, and then my doctor's appointment. And when I was diagnosed with pulmonary hypertension, my pressures were like, and the pressures I mean is how much pressure was in that pulmonary artery at my worst. When I was diagnosed as terminal, I think my pressures were like 58, which is really, really bad. Really, 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 really bad. You have to be under 30 in order to be considered normal. Okay? Even lower to be like super healthy. Okay? And over the years, because of my treatments, those pressures have been going down. I think last year was the first time we had a somewhat normal. It was like 28, something like that. I may get my whole history to show you guys because it's been pretty insane how like this has knocked it down, this treatment. Yesterday, my pressure was 16. And look, I may cry. I'm trying not to, but I definitely had tears of joy yesterday. It's just so emotional because when you are given a terminal diagnosis and said, without treatment, you'll die, and then you start treatments and you start to feel like a normal person, and then you make all these life changes and they seem to be helping, and then you're told by your doctors, look, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. And then you 6 years later see your doctor and they say, we're starting to discuss remission. That doesn't mean you will stop treatment. It means we may lower your treatment because you may be being over-treated right now, because the only symptoms I have right now are because of my medication. The only symptoms I am showing right now are from my medication. So this gives us hope. This isn't a final thing. This isn't anything that I want to get anyone in trouble for saying, but what I'm telling you guys out there, that people that have been recently diagnosed or have had PAH, is that things are possible. Things are changing. Science is freaking amazing, and keep the faith that you can get to this point as well. I love your face. I love you. I mean it.